Guys, ChaseWins.com, Wednesday, and it is the 12th of January 2022. Going to get you with a recap for what we did for Tuesday, answer a couple of questions, tell you about the big play we've got going on tonight. It's been long awaited. People ask about it almost daily, but I have locked in a game of the week for NBA. This one honestly almost made the cut for game of the month. And we had one yesterday that truthfully could have been rated a top player game of the week, but I held off just because of one situation with a player, but we just kept it as a premium play, released it anyway, just didn't rate it that high because again, that one player being out didn't change, the true rating of it. I just had, one of those feelings that made me want to lay off. The game won, so I mean it would have been a nice winner, but again, whenever I get those feelings, I'm not going to force something because again, this is more than just math. I mean, you have to actually know the sport, understand it, follow it, and more times than not, me making those decisions and listening to my own gut serves me well. So, but either way, we need to do a recap there, and then, but we do have a game of the week. Again, this could have been, I mean, truth be told, it rated out right there at game of the month. But the only reason that I didn't let it go over the edge was because there is one player in question, and that player, whether he plays or not tonight, isn't going to mean anything as far as this being a game of the week. That was what was holding me back from game of the month. So again, there's still other plays that, this week and this month that I'm looking at for the NBA that could rate that high. We're still early in the month. So again, but I mean, as you guys know, I don't force these type of plays. I mean, hell, we've been in the NBA season since October, and we've had one big release like this. It was a game of the week. It was on a Sunday afternoon. We took a totals play involving Golden State and Houston, I believe it was, and it went over the total. That's what we had on that game, and we cashed in. And since then, there's probably been 4, maybe even 5 games that have come there real close to making the cut or making the cut up until, something took place with a player or travel or whatever it is, and made me lay off of it from rating it at that. So, I mean, it truly has to make the cut, and if it doesn't, we won't force it. But finally, after, God, what was it, it was before Thanksgiving, but when we released that game of the week, I think it was mid-November when we did that, the second Sunday in November, I believe it was. So since then, I mean, you're talking 2 months since we've had any type of big release like this in the NBA, so I know people are excited. So if you're seeing this video, the game is on the site. It's already posted, available. Did a little write-up as to one of the reasons why I'm taking this, because when you see this play and you look at the game, especially for those of you that follow the NBA very closely, and whether or not either of these teams that are in this matchup tonight are your team, or even within a division or a conference that you follow heavy that your team is in, if you're an NBA fan, a true NBA fan, and you really follow what's going on day to day, you're going to look at this play initially because of things that have transpired in games leading up to this involving these teams and go, whoa, this seems backwards. Read the write-up, see one of my, I don't give every reason why, again, because I'm not going to type a 10-page write-up, but I did, just a big paragraph giving you, kind of the blueprint as to one of the reasons why, once I liked the game and this play, and I kind of made my decision, what eventually pushed it over the edge for me. And once you see that and you kind of, whether you believe me or not, you can go verify my information, you'll say, okay, that makes sense. And then, of course, you can choose whether or not to follow me. That's at your discretion. But a game of the week going tonight, you need to sign up by 7 o'clock. There's a lot of 7 p.m. games going in the NBA tonight. I'm actually going to give you a free play in one of them. But sign up by 7 p.m. Again, even if you get it right at 7 o'clock and you were to make this play at 5 after 7 or even 10 after 7, most books are going to let you take it. The game doesn't officially tip, I think, until 7:05 or 7:08. But even if there were a minute or two into the game, you'd be able to play it. Now, based on how that minute or two goes, if it's lopsided in one way, if there's a lot of scoring by one team, or really either team, or if there's, only missed shot, something like that, yes, it can change the figure that you may have to play. But as long as you play it within the first 5 minutes of regulation, it's not going to change it enough to matter. But we are going to pull the purchase link down at 7. So make sure you sign up by 7. As soon as you do, you get instant access to the play. You just log in to your members area. You click on the tab that says NBA Game of the Week, and then boom, you've got the play. You can lock your bet in, and you can come cash in with us. Some people were sending emails saying that I did not recap the premium card from Monday, and that I was trying to hide something. Okay, and it was because we were talking about the national championship. No, as I told you a week ago, we were really going to start focusing on the YouTube members, making sure that they got the content that they deserved as well, because again, they pay for that YouTube membership. The VIP members especially, they pay $25 a month. And guys, if you're not signed up for that, you're crazy, because you're going to, especially of those, if you're buying short-term packages, well, you would pay $25 to get one top play, one daily top play. Well, you're going to get one of those guaranteed every week, and then at least, at bare minimum, you would get 3 other premium rated plays absolutely free every week for that, as well as at least one members only video, which will have free plays and content, as well as coupon codes and promotions that only the members will have access to. So, it's worth $25. I mean, you're going to pay that for one play, but that gets it to you for a month. So at bare minimum, you would get 12 premium plays and 4 top plays. I mean, just do the math on that. It's worth the $25. You won't even know that you spent it. And then getting even just the plays that don't make the premium card that we save just for those members, it's worth it in that regard, because so many of them are at plus money and have, underdog odds that cash just one after the other. So, but I did actually recap it. I just did it in that video, because the first video that we did for Tuesday, where we kind of did our recap for plays that we won, plays that we lost on Monday, that one just got too long. And because I gave out 2 free plays in that video and broke both of them down, I went ahead and ended that video, told everybody, listen, you can go sign up, get it here. I'm also going to send out a recap in the email and things like that. And again, most of you that watch this are clients anyway, so you know what it was. Monday on that premium card involving NCAA, NBA, and NHL, it was not a bad card. Why would I want to hide from it? College basketball went 2-1 on Monday. We cashed in on Florida A&M, which was a free play that I gave you. We lost Kansas City -9, but we won Texas Southern -18 easily. We swept again in the NBA, which we're going to touch on here in just a second. 1-0, another underdog, Charlotte Hornets +2.5. They won outright. The YouTube members also got them plus $1.35 on the money line. And then in the NHL, we had another top play winner. Another top play winner. So, I mean, yeah, you can talk about a split day, whatever, but because we won the top play on the Seattle and Colorado over 6 goals, it was a good day. We made money in all 3 of those sports. So trust me, nothing I'm trying to hide. But before we get into a recap for what we did overall on Tuesday, I want to start off by saying, if you are not jumping on these promotions to get the rest of the season, whether it be college basketball, NBA, or NHL, you're out of your mind. If you were to go buy these packages normally, one full season, getting you all premium and daily top plays from the day you sign up till someone's crowned a champion. Through March Madness if you're on college basketball, the NBA Finals if it's NBA, the Stanley Cup Finals if it's NHL. You would pay $1,500 per season. To buy all 3, you would pay $4,500. Even if we did a sale, you would still pay over $3,000. You can get either one of them you want from right now through the championships of whatever sport you're buying, and you're only going to pay $399. I mean, you would do that just buying week to week, and you would only get a month. I mean, think about it. You're going to run until the beginning of June with NHL. You're going to run into mid-April with college basketball. And you're going to run into mid-late June, potentially even early July, depending on if games get postponed because of COVID or anything like that, with the NBA. So months of plays for $400. Think about it, guys. And then not only that, if you want to mix and match and do 2 of them, or even better yet, 3 of them, If you were to buy all three of them, that's a $4,500 value. You can right now go buy the NBA season pass, the NHL season pass, and the college basketball season pass, all of them, and you're only going to pay $999. Now, you need to DM me on Twitter. The link will be in the description, and then tell me, hey, I want it. You need to give me your username for chasewins.com. That way I can create you a coupon code so that when you go to the website, choose all three of them, and put that code in at checkout, it will knock everything down discount-wise, and it only charges you $9.99. You're crazy if you don't do it. NHL, you guys know, have been on fire, been hitting, ridiculous numbers, hitting over 85% since it came back right there right after Christmas. For the new year, we're literally hitting over 86%. We have not lost a single top play. 5 straight top plays now. We've even cashed our game of the week that we had last Friday. And if you think that those numbers are awesome, and even college basketball hitting damn near 80%, top plays cashing one after the other. The top sport right now is NBA. And people claim every year that they're the best NBA cappers and that they're the smartest out there, but yet none of them by this time during the season are anywhere near us. We play small volume NBA. I do not put out a ton of NBA plays. On average, 7 to 10 plays a week max. There are days, most weeks, where I might have 1, sometimes even 2 days that I don't have NBA plays because I'm not going to force it. NBA plays, NFL, as far as lines being sharp and being accurate, NFL is probably the most accurate. But second to that, and a very close second, and even more so if you count the length of the season, NBA is the one where you're going to find more accurate spot-on lines than any other sport. Meaning that if you're playing it, you're throwing darts, you don't know what you're doing, and you don't know what a line should be, and you don't know how to find an edge. That's why most of the time you'll never see a day. I think the most that we've put out in one day this season, the biggest NBA day throughout the season thus far was 5 plays. And because of those, there was 2 games in those 5 plays where we played the side and the total. Most of the time, you're anywhere from 1 to 3 plays in a day, and that's the most you're going to get. But they win. Just to give you an idea of what we've done, after another sweep last night, after another sweep on Monday, and on Sunday, and on Saturday, and on Friday, since January the 1st, since the new year started, January the 1st started with 1 NBA play. And what was it? An underdog. Washington Wizards plus 2.5. They won outright. Since January the 1st, I have released 17 NBA plays from January the 1st through January the 11th. All right? I am 15-2. And I was 3 buckets away in total from going 17-0. So 15-2, almost 100% perfect. And out of those 17 plays, 10 of them, so well over half, were underdog plays. The underdogs, 10-0, 100% perfect. There's nobody that's going to give you 10 underdog picks and cash every one of them. Not only that, not only did every single one of those underdogs cash, every single one of them won outright. The underdogs didn't just cover a spread, they won the game. And this is just what was released on the premium card. If you want to count what was given out on Twitter for free, what was given out in the YouTube members area, what was given out on the YouTube community page, on Instagram, if you want to count the free plays, it's even better than that. It's 24-3. And the underdogs are 14-2. And all those underdogs, the free ones, were money line plays. Think about it. Anyway, so on Monday, you said, oh, must have fell off the horse. No, Charlotte Hornets plus 2.5, another outright winner. We get into Tuesday. Let's start with the NBA. I released 2 plays. Toronto Raptors plus 5.5, which I got a lot of flack for. People said that I was stupid, that they were going to get beat by double digits. They had no way of holding up with the Suns. And not only did they hold up, they lost by what, 1 point? Another winner. Easy winner. They were never in doubt. I don't think that there was more than a 2.5-minute stretch of that game where Phoenix was covering that 5.5-point spread or a 5-point spread. Easy winner there. 10:30 game, Clippers plus 3.5 minus $1.05. They covered and they won outright yet again. Guys, what more do you want? If you're a YouTube only member, guess what? You got that money line play at the Clippers plus $1.50 and you won. So another sweep day. I mean, guys, literally every single day since January the 1st. There's only been one day where we didn't have NBA, just one. But there's only been one day, period, where we lost an NBA play at all. And that day that we lost one, we lost two. We had 4 plays. We went 2-2. And the only reason that we lost 2 of them, and one of them we actually won the main play, taking a team, you know, I think it was a money line play minus $1.20 or something. We took the total. We lost it. Okay, so we went 2-2. That's the worst NBA day we've had all year. Every other day has not just been a winning day, not just been a profitable day. It's been a sweep of the board, winning everything. So congratulations to everyone who swept the board yesterday. And guys, I tell you what, if you want to get the NBA season pass, go to chasewins.com, buy it. It's $399. If you buy it by 7 o'clock tonight, I will email you, or I'll go on your account within 10 minutes after you purchase, and I'll give you access to tonight's NBA game of the week as well. No charge. Only that one, though. Now, let's say that you buy it tonight at 9 o'clock because you don't see this video till later. No worries. I'll give you the next big release. Game of the week, game of the month, whatever it is in the NBA, I'll give you the next one absolutely free. That offer goes until midnight, and that's it. Buy it after midnight, no extra stuff. You're already getting it for less than a third of the price. And then if you buy all 3, NHL, NBA, and college basketball for $9.99, I'll give you tonight's game of the week and whatever the next one is. Game of the week, game of the month, game of the year, and whichever one of those sports, I'll toss you that one for free as well. Save you another $50, $100 in what you would end up spending. So keep that in mind. Another sweep of the board in NBA. Congratulations to everyone. Picking up a 2-0 day and picking up 2 units. We go to the NHL. We had a 3-play day, and what was it? Another day with another top play winner. We cashed in on the Avalanche and the Predators over 6. I told you the other day on a free play video, take the next 10 plays with the Predators, blindly take the over in every single one, and come back to me and tell me how much money you made. Well, if you would have done that right now, they've played 4 games, and they're 4-0 to the over. So, again, they just need to cash in 3 more of those, and it'll be a solid profit on what I told you to blindly do. You don't follow what I'm saying, guys. You don't read between the lines. I'm giving you free money every day. So anyway, winner there. We did drop the Penguins and the Ducks over 5.5. They scored 5 goals, so we dropped that one. But then we picked up our top play, Maple Leafs Golden Knights over 5.5 goals. Easy winner there for a 2-in-1 day with a top play winner, picking up almost 3 units of pure profit. Then getting into the NCAA last night for basketball, Jacksonville money line minus $1.25, easy winner. Illinois minus 12, they won by 10. They kind of pulled back late. They could have won that game by 15. So, again, it's just one of those you have to accept because you know that's a possibility. I didn't make the wrong play. We were on the wrong side. It was just they pulled back a minute or 2 quicker than I thought they would, than they normally do. Then we had another top play, so it was a double top play night. West Virginia money line minus $1.35 to take down Oklahoma State. Another easy winner and another top play winner. And if you follow on Twitter, make sure you do it. I gave out 2 free plays yesterday. One at a premium rating of a 1-unit investment, and then a secondary play at a half unit. North Alabama plus 6.5 for 1 unit. And then North Alabama outright on the money line plus $1.90 for a half unit. Cash both of them. North Alabama didn't just cover the 6.5 point spread. They won the game outright by a full point, going 4-1 in college basketball yesterday with a top play winner, picking up just shy of 5 full units. So a 9-2 Tuesday, picking up over 9.5 units of pure profit. That means most of our clients yesterday, the ones that bet 1 dime per unit, made almost $10,000 on a random Tuesday. Think about it. If you are not with us, you're against us, and you are missing out on money every single day. So start tonight, jump on a season pass, Or, you know what, if you want to wait and say, listen, I'll buy it because we have these prices until the end of the week, you want to jump on a 3-day all sports pass, do so. It's $50. You'll make your money back. You can take that profit and put it towards those season passes. But while you're there, make sure you jump on the game of the week. It's $50, and it comes with the best pure profit guarantee in the business. You win, or you get 3 days of all plays in all sports absolutely free. So you can go tonight, you can spend $99, you can get the huge game of the week play, you can get all of tonight's premium and daily top plays. There will be at least one top play tonight in college basketball, and then you can get Thursday's plays and Friday's plays. Take all that profit you make, and depending on what you wager per unit, you could buy an entire season pass or all 3 of those season passes just with 3 days worth of profit, and then carry it on to the rest of the season. Or if you're $1,000 per unit better, you'll make enough to buy a full year all access pass. Keep in mind, we told you January the 31st, those are going up to $7,000 for the year. So you're down to the last couple of weeks where you'll be able to get it for $5,000. Get every sport, every play, every game of the week, game of the month, game of the year, every lean, everything for a full 365 days for only $5,000. So make sure you do that. Let's get on a couple free plays. NBA, let's do a 7 o'clock game since we're talking about a 7 p.m. game of the week. Pacers and Celtics. So Pacers were at the Celtics on Monday. You know, it was a low-scoring game, even after it went into overtime. And Boston ended up winning that game in overtime. But if you look at it tonight, I think some of the things that are going to come into effect is the fact that you've got a good defender that's going to be out for Boston, one of the better perimeter defenders, which that really is what I believe hurt Indiana. They're not the greatest three-point shooting team, but they take a good many of them. They usually get fairly good looks. Boston is a team that can prevent people from doing that. Not so much on the road, but especially at home. So when you take, Marcus Smart out of the equation, that allows any team a lot more looks on three-pointers, a lot more chances to make them. The opportunity will be there. They'll take them. That's going to put points on the board. Again, both teams have had a day of rest. Very light travel flying from Boston to Indianapolis. I mean, it's like, 2 hours and you're there. So easy travel there. They've had a day off to rest. The Pacers have proven more than once this year that they can easily hang with Boston. I believe Indiana is actually overall better than Boston, with Boston not being able to stay 100% healthy at any time, and it's hard for them to adapt to that. With Indiana, who again hasn't been 100% healthy all season, they learn to adapt very quick. They got a player that is going to go down for a couple of weeks, give it 2 games, and it's as if that player didn't matter because they figured out how to fill that void. They figured out what to do where they can still play at a level enough to keep their record intact by going 500 until that player comes back or until they figure out how to get over that hump and start getting above that 500 level and start making up even more ground towards a playoff run. So, again, tonight, Pacers are catching 3. I don't think that line's accurate. I would have had the Pacers catching 1. And then when you take in home court, again, Indiana doesn't have the greatest home court advantage. Boston most certainly has a 3-point home advantage against anybody, especially when it's a rival, which I wouldn't consider Indiana a rival to them as far as from a fan perspective. But if you think about it, I mean, it's the NBA. It's got to be worth a point, 2 points, at that. So if Boston's laying 1, it becomes a pick-em to even Indiana laying a half point to a full point. Them catching 3, I think, is absurd. And again, if everything was the same way it was on Monday where, Indiana had 3 key scoring guards out and Marcus Smart was playing for Boston, now you're going to get a couple of those guards back. Maybe all 3 of them, but at least 2, and Marcus Smart's going to be out. That kind of shifts it into Indiana's favor, plus the fact they're at home. I see Indiana should be the 2 to 3 point favorite. So I'm going to take the 3 points, stick them in my back pocket, and I'm going to take the Indiana Pacers plus 3 in a game that I think they very well can win outright. And if they come to play for the full game, I think they will win outright, by at least 2 buckets. So there's your free play in the NBA. And then I tell you what, USC Upstate tonight in college basketball. They're taking on High Point. They're catching points as well. I want you to take those points. Let's double check what they're getting. I think it was like 3.5 last time I looked, but the wrong team's favored there, I believe. I just think the odds makers know nothing about these teams, and they're going off of a 6-8 record versus USC Upstate's 4-10. So High Point's laying 3.5, and I think USC Upstate should be laying 3 to 4 points. So I want you to take the 3.5 points with USC Upstate, bet a full unit on it, and then take a half unit and play USC Upstate on the money line as the home team to pull the home underdog upset. You're going to catch plus $1.50 there. So go ahead and do that. You can pick up 3/4 of a full unit off of that extra play, but take the 3.5 points, put them in your back pocket, do a premium play on that, and then an extra half unit play on the plus $1.50 money line for USC Upstate. So there's 3 underdog picks that I want you to play. All 3 of these should cash for you with ease. Go get on the game of the week. Jump on something else while you're there so you can get all of the premium and top play action for tonight across all sports. Looking at an NHL play, got plenty of NBA action, and we're going to have a ton of college basketball action since Wednesday is usually the biggest day throughout the work week in terms of big playable games in college basketball. So make sure you get it. Go to chasewins.com. If you have any questions, let me know. The purchase link will be live on the site until 7 p.m. At that time, you will miss out. So go get on it now. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the winner's circle. Go get on Season Pass, and congrats to everybody who keeps making tremendous profit day in and day out with the best. Thanks, guys.